Hello, my beautiful loves, and welcome to this timeless pick a card reading. Today we have 4 groups. So for today's pick a card reading, I have channeled the message. I'm channeling the message. What do you need to hear right now from Spirit? And just any general advice. So we're tapping into the universal source of what you need to hear right now. And yeah, it's just going to have some general advice as well. So yeah, these are the piles that I have selected. So we have pile number 1, so group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, and group number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I will pop crystals on these as well, so you can choose. So just a moment and I will pop those on. Okay, so we've popped the crystals on now. So for pile number 1, we have it's so cute. It's a little green mushroom. Now, I believe this is green aventurine. Let me just double check. You know, honestly, I'm not quite sure because I have a lot of crystals and I tend to forget. There's so many. How am I supposed to remember them all? Anyway, I think it's green aventurine, but I could be mistaken. However, aventurine is known for luck and manifestation. It invites prosperity and opportunity into your life. I think it's green aventurine, but anyway, don't quote me on it. It's a cute little mushroom anyway. So that's pile number 1. And pile number 2, we have this gorgeous crystal here. I just think she's so divine. Now, I believe this is a white agate. See, again, I'm not 100% confident. However, if it is the white agate, it is a stone of balance and release. It is also known to bring good fortune, sources of positivity. It benefits those with abdominal pains and aids in dental pain and helps with skin conditions. It also reduces nightmares and stressful situations. It helps with bitterness and anxiety and frustration. Okay, that was such a weird, overall meaning. But anyway, that's the meaning that I have on my card. So that's her. She's so gorgeous. And then for pile number 3, we have this orange calcite. Now, orange calcite stone gets the positive energy moving, especially in the areas of creativity and sexuality. So it's associated with our sacral chakra. It has very strong energizing and cleansing properties. Like all calcite, it is very energizing and very healing. So it looks yellow on camera. I suppose it is a bit yellowy. Yeah, it's supposed to be orange calcite. And for pile number 4, we have, again, it's white agate. However, it's just this cutest, tiniest little mushroom and just so adorable. Okay. And I have already read the meaning of that one, so yes, but I'll just do it quickly again. So white agate is a stone of balance and releasing. It is known to bring good fortune and helps in conditions including abdominal pains and skin conditions, and it helps with anxiety, bitterness, and frustration. So those are the 4 piles that we have. So take a moment, have a breather, and listen to your intuition. What comes up first for you? Which pile are you drawn to? I will have the timestamps down below so you can easily go to your pile. If you're drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly okay too. Sometimes you have messages in multiple piles. But yes, with these messages, always take what resonates and then leave the rest. And also, before we get into it, I also do just want to apologize for if my voice sounds a little bit funny. I'm just getting over a cold at the moment, or I'm just in the middle of a cold. But anyway, pick your pile and I will see you guys in your reading. Okay, so this is for everyone who chose group number 1. So group number 1, first I've just tapped into your overall energy to ensure that I am speaking to the correct person here. So for your overall energy, group number 1, this is the card for you. So it's compassion. So what I see here is currently you're in a type of energy of you feel like a beacon of light right now. So, and you have a lot of compassion for yourself and those around you. You're in a beautiful flow state. Honestly, things for you right now, my love, I think I would say are feeling pretty good at the moment. So yeah, you have compassion, a lot of compassion to give to other people. You're very giving and your heart just beams out like a light. So that's what I'm picking up from you, group number 1. But I will clarify this a little bit more. So pile number 1, I feel like you're in a place right now where you're really tapping into your true authentic self and you're letting yourself shine. However, I am sort of picking up an energy as well. Like you're only just sort of tapping into this, or you haven't let your full self shine. And I'm honestly tapping into, this might not be for everyone, but I'm tapping into another energy of for some of you, there's a feeling of like you are expecting like an apology from somebody. So I'm picturing like, somebody standing there with their hands on their hips and like hands on their waist and just like tapping their foot or something and they're waiting for an apology from someone, and they feel like the other person really owes them some compassion and understanding. And although that might be true for you, group number 1, everyone perceives things in their own way. Yeah, but I feel like for some of you, you're behind your light of compassion, behind your level of understanding, there is a shadow aspect of you who is sitting, or it's not even a shadow aspect, okay, it's just a part of you that it's not bad, but it's a part of you that's behind this light that you're trying to shine and this understanding of other people, and there's a part of you that's sitting there, and kind of upset, like, well, okay, well, how come this other person can't be compassionate towards me? Like, where's my apology, huh? Where's my apology? Okay, but like, I'm gonna keep trying to shine my light. I'm still stepping into myself, but where is my apology, kind of thing? And honestly, I'm not gonna lie with you, group number 1, I'm kind of resonating with this pile really heavily, so this may be a reading for myself as well, but I will, of course, channel it to be unbiased and, for the highest good. So that's what I'm sort of picking up. If this sounds like you so far, pile number 1, then this is you. And I'm also gonna clarify it with some tarot cards. So I'm just gonna clarify your energy with the tarot cards for you, group number 1. So let's get some clarity, please, source, on the general energy of pile number 1 to ensure that we have the correct person. Oops. Oh, 2. Perfect. I wanted 2. So we have the 8 of Cups. Okay, so we have the 8 of Cups. So it feels like you're trudging uphill and you're trying to feel, you're really trudging up a mountain. So you are trying to get to the light right now. You are trying to be your best self. Yeah, so I feel like right now you're trying to get to the top of the mountain, and you feel like only when you're there you can help fill up other people's cups. I'm also depicting this moon as a waxing gibbous, so that's when we wax on after a new moon. So, fresh new moon energy. So I feel like for you, there's really been a clearing out of maybe some people in your life or some old habits in your life. Just people, places, or things. Just I feel like there has been a clearing. So we've just had that new moon energy. It brings things up to be cleared, and then we start on a new path. So I feel like right now you're starting on a new path. Okay, so that's you. Oh, I've actually got 3 cards here. Okay. We've also got the King of Wands, and we have the 7 of Cups. So I'm also picking up right now that your energy is a little bit scattered. You have a lot of things that you want to do, want to achieve, things you need to sort out, but you've kind of, they've been all over the place, but you're kind of like putting them in separate baskets to work at them one at a time. So that's what I'm seeing for you right now, group number 1. With the 8 of Cups, you may have also had to just recently walk away from a disappointing situation or relationship. You wanted it to work, but it hasn't, and the only option that you feel you can do right now is to move on with your life. So that's what I'm really seeing. Like, you're moving on with your life, you're focusing on you, you're filling up your own cups, you're trying to find your own light and let it shine. But behind that, you're upset a little bit, at some of these, you want people to have the same understanding that you try and give. And it is that part of yourself that kind of is like, well, where's my apology? Like, I'm always having to be the bigger person, la 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 la. That's just a part of you. So anyway, yes, as I said, you have many places and things that you want to go to. And you must make a choice. And honestly, right now, I feel like you're evaluating your options, you're putting them in those separate baskets, and you're making your choice because you're deciding that you need to tackle them one at a time, because it was just too chaotic before. Like, everything was just everywhere. Like, what do you mean? And I feel like for me, I know it's been like that for a long time, and I'm now just putting things in categories. So I feel like group number 1, like, if this is you, you know. Okay. And let's see what we have with the King of Wands, because I'm not really picking up I don't know what I'm picking up there, to be honest. Group number 1, you have a lot of vision for what you want to do. You believe that you can be a beacon of light for others and that you can set a good example. And you believe, you have a lot of wisdom to share, and that you really have something to teach. You believe that you can be of service to those around you, and you can help them out some way or another. I also feel like sometimes you think that you're just, on one hand, you feel like, okay, so there is this conflict within you. I feel like on one hand, you've got the source, you've got the stuff, you've got the magic wand, you know how to wave it around, you see things clearly, you've got, great insights, and you want to share that, and you really believe you can. And then on the other hand, you feel like you're just playing with fire, like, is it me? Am I the problem? So, and like, to be honest, group number 1, it can be a very conflicting battle to have with yourself to go, do I have this magic, or am I just delusional? And I think, like, to be honest, we're so multi-dimensional. Like, there's not just one aspect of us, and I think it's really about bringing those parts of yourself to the light, and bring them to the light, and really reflecting on them, and questioning yourself, okay, like, why do I feel this way, and how can I have compassion compassion. Oh, that's funny. How can I have compassion for these shadow aspects of myself? How can I lovingly talk to these parts of myself and accept them as a part of me? You might not get the apology you think that you deserve, but you know what? You can acknowledge that there's a part of you that thinks that you want, that you need that and that you deserve that, and have compassion for that part of you, because, you know, it's a part of you. So, yeah, okay. Anyway, let's get into some more advice. So, my group number one, this is what you need to hear right now from. This is what you need to hear right now from Source, from Universal Source. So we have celebration and trust. Oh, that's so beautiful. So, pile number one, I celebrate, and we've got a full moon there. Okay. Oh, we've also got lots of moon energy. Wait, is that the sun? Oh, it looks like she's holding the sun, and then like, oh no, she's holding a moon, and then there's like a sun. It's reflecting. Okay. Pile number one, I feel like you need to start celebrating the success that you are bringing to your life right now currently, because even though you've been having a mental battle with yourself for quite some time, you are still trying to shine your light. You are still emanating and trying, even though you have this conflict within you, and you know, you're like, am I just fucking crazy? Like, what is wrong with me? But maybe I am amazing. I don't know. But you're really trying. You're trying, okay? And you are walking up that mountain, and that needs to be celebrated. So, you know, advice that you need to hear right now is, how can you take a step back and celebrate the action that you've started to action, what you've started to action already, even if you think, oh, but I've only just started, like I have barely done anything, like I've only just cleaned my room, and that's like the start of me organizing my life. But celebrate it. Like, how can you celebrate that? Okay, maybe you can, like, oh, I don't know, just in a small way, but just to let yourself know that you are celebrating something. Like, maybe you buy yourself a small tub of ice cream or something. I don't really know. I mean, pile number one, you know how you can celebrate your wins, but either way, even if you think, oh, I've only taken one step up the mountain. Like, what do you mean? Well, all we have is the present moment. Okay, so can you please just celebrate that? Like, can you please just stop and celebrate yourself, like, along the way? And that encourages that compassion for yourself. That encourages you to shine even brighter, because you're telling yourself that you're doing amazing. You go, sweetie. It's like reparenting yourself, honestly. And then, of course, allowing yourself to have compassion for those parts of yourself that you struggle with, that you think are bad and, you know, dark or whatever. But also, Spirit is saying, trust the process. So please, pile number one, you need to start cultivating so much trust. It needs to be a part of your routine. Like, yeah, you need to start cultivating so much trust for this path that you're heading towards. And I know that you have a lot of options, and I know sometimes you're like, well, which one, you know, which cup do I, which basket, which category, sorry, I'm feeling scattered, because I know this is the energy of you, pile number one. Like, you can be very scattered, but look at you. You have organized some things. It's a start, and I need for you just to pick one and go with it and work on that basket first, because I promise you, whatever you choose, trust it, because it's going to lead you to the correct path that you know you need to go to. Sorry, that not that you know you need to go to, or you probably will know when you get there, but that, you know, it will lead you to the correct path. Like, everything in our lives leads us to where we truly need to be to truly find ourselves, but we do need to take that action, and we do need to just make a choice. And if you start ruffling in one cup, and you know you're halfway through drank it, and you're like, you know what, I don't even like this drink, choose another drink. And I'm saying drink because they're in cups now. We're getting all metaphorically, and is that a word? We're getting, I just had to take a breather because, you know, I was starting to get a little bit chaotic. But basically, pile number one, just choose a cup to drink from of your many cups that you've organized. If you decide and realize, actually, this tastes gross, put that cup aside, then drink from another one. Work on a new category, but either way, make the choice. I know you've started trekking up that mountain. Go you, good job, group number one. I'm so proud of you. Like, honestly, I'm so proud of you for doing that. Celebrate, please celebrate. Look, put your arms up, celebrate. And also, I feel like there is blessings coming into there will be blessings coming towards you very soon, pile number one. So if you just keep going, when that moon, so you only just started your moon phase now, when that moon comes around full circle, you will really feel the weight of what you've started to create, and you will really feel like, wow, this is a celebration, and you're going to be gifted, start receiving gifts from the universe, like blessings, and realize how everything is aligning. But you really need to let go and have that trust. The trust is a major one. It's also interesting how I'm seeing like pretty much the same imagery. Like, these are very similar images. You know, they're both two angels with water, and they both got reflections of, one's the moon and one's the sun, and this is during the day and this is at nighttime. So for me, I really feel like it's a balancing act of those parts of yourself, the dark and the light, and not being afraid to look at those dark aspects of yourself, and, as I said, have the compassion for them. So that's another clear message that's coming through, is to really start working on balancing those parts of yourself. So, you know, we're not just all one way. We are multiple things. It's okay to have those shadows and the light. It's okay to bring those shadows to the light. So when I see she has her arms up and it represents this shadow, it's an invitation for you, group number one, to start really opening up to what those shadow aspects of yourself are. Like, what are those negative things that come up, like where you know, maybe that part of you thinks, oh, well, they owe me an apology, I'm upset. Look at that. Why are you upset? What part of you is triggered? What does this relate back to? And really try and look at it in a different way than you typically have, but don't judge it. Look at it with compassion. Try and take yourself as a third perspective. And you know, you can even tap into the universe or God, and you can, a good mini prayer / mantra that I've been using a lot lately is, God, allow me to see the truth of all things through your eyes of love. because sometimes we perceive things a certain way and we think we know something, and maybe we don't. Maybe it is. And I'm not trying to confuse you more, group number one, because trust me, I've been in this energy before, and that's why you have that feeling of, well, am I magical or am I just playing with fire? Am I delusional? And I think it's just good to look at all aspects of things, and sometimes we can't do that alone. Maybe you might even want to seek some advice about a certain situation or past situations that seem to keep cycling through, and get a perspective from someone that you really admire, someone who you see as, what do you call those people that you look up to, an inspiration, and someone who could really give some good, unbiased, clear advice. But if in doubt, speak to the universe, speak to God, and ask to see things through his and her eyes, because sometimes we need that help. But anywho, just gonna get some remaining clarity on this message. Yes, so this message says, enjoy the fruits of your labor. So you might have only just planted the seed, but that's still enough to celebrate. Honestly, that's still enough to celebrate. And the angels want to know that they are recognizing that you have started to make this shift, and this is a time for you to fill your heart with warm feelings of gratitude. So another important message coming through is to harness a lot of gratitude for where you've been, where you are now, and where you're going, but especially where you are now, because gratitude lies in the moment. And the more grateful we are, the more we receive. And it is very true, because you end up, vibrating on that frequency of being grateful for all that you have, which allows and attracts more blessings to come in, because it just does, okay? So gratitude, trust, and celebration. And the angels want you to know, as I said, something beautiful is coming in full circle, because of these changes that you've started to make. And also, don't give up now. You've only just begun, and this is so beautiful. This is so promising. If you needed confirmation for this, for just starting the journey, or just organizing your mind or something, this is your confirmation from Source saying, yes, honey, yes, you're on the right track. Keep going. I got blessings for you. Keep shining your light. Don't be afraid of your dark. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And just keep going, because you will be on the right path no matter what. So just keep going. You're making beautiful progress, pal number one. I'm so proud of you. Speak to God if you need to help seeing things through the eyes of him or her. God is just a universal source. It is everything, beyond measure, beyond we could ever know. So there is a call for you. If you feel blocked, if you feel like you can't get up a specific step, this is really a time for you to harness in on continuing to ask for clarity and support and guidance from the universe, from God, from your angels, because they really are here for you, and they see that you want to change. And there have been blocks, energetic blocks within you, that you feel like you can't get past something, and that's why it's probably taken so long to finally get here. But there are blocks that you just can't get through alone, and that's just what it is. We weren't put here to get through things alone, okay? Even though you are on a solo journey right now, have faith and speak to the universe and ask the angels to continue to guide you and help you and give you moments of clarity when you feel that you need it. they will help you unravel these blocks that you couldn't go through alone previously. And they are also saying, pile number one, they know that you've been disappointed in the past. They know that you've gone through many cycles of disappointment, and they know that this time you could say, well, why don't I just give up? But you haven't. You've decided to shine your freaking light and keep going. And I am so damn proud of you. Like, let's celebrate. Like, are you kidding? The angels know, okay? And they remind you of the importance of holding your faith, because I know how too easy it is to have your heart erode and not want to open your heart up. But the fact that you still are, or you still want to, still trying to, even though there's that part of you, that shadow part of you that goes, oh, why should I continue? Like, people just break my heart all the time, and they break my trust, and you know, they're set on not understanding me. Well, they might not just be your people. And there's always a beautiful lesson that you can take from that. And I think looking in that shadow aspect is really a part of understanding these cycles that maybe you've been attracting. And when I see this reflection here and here, it really indicates to me that we are a mirror. So you could think, but how could I possibly be attracting these kinds of people when all I try and do is shed my light? Well, maybe it's something deeper in you. It's this deep wound within you that you need to bring to the light, as I said, because these cycles keep happening, ending in the same way. Why do they do that? Maybe there's a wound inside of you underneath your light. That's why you think that sometimes you're dabbling with fire and you're conflicted, because there's this separation between fear and love, and this fear aspect of you is just a wounded child, and bringing that to the light and saying, okay, well, this is what's happened, you know, in my past. This set the bar for me, and now I'm scared to, you know, maybe for example, maybe I'm scared to fully trust that someone would love me completely. And so, because you don't fully trust that, they mirror that back to you, and you're attracting people who could never fully love you because that wound is within you. And this can be with any aspect, not just love. This can be with making best friends, or attaining money. You know, you could have a wound in you that doesn't believe that you could ever be financially abundant because your mum wasn't and her mum wasn't. You need to figure out what this wound is inside of you. You need to figure out how it makes you feel. You need to bring it to the light with compassion. You need to see it, accept it, and realize how it's been attracting these scenarios in your life, and ask from trust from God and the universe to help you get through these blocks, to continue to guide you as you keep journeying and getting your life on track. Because you really are, you've got somewhere to go, baby girl, baby boy, baby girl. You've got somewhere good that you're going, okay? And we're not about to let old wounds hold us back anymore, when we have so much light to give and we deserve so much love in return. That maybe right now it is, you know, you're having a bit of a solo journey, but you're not alone. You've got God with you. A solo journey, you and God, and you're going up. Big things are happening. Okay, so I'm also going to just grab a couple more messages. So any last bits of advice that we need to hear? So We have boundaries. We have the goddess, I think it's Ishtar, and she brings boundaries, and she says, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands of your time and energy. So right now you're really entering a phase where you're focused on yourself, and you need to cultivate those boundaries. So if you have decided that you're going to work on this cup on a particular day, and somebody wants to hang out and do something, you may just have to say, no, sorry, I can't right now, because you need to fill your own cup up, because that's what you've planned for yourself. And these boundaries are what's going to help you reach your goals, as to say, because you're not allowing yourself to completely be swayed here, there, and everywhere, and you're only showing up for things that truly resonate and that that will benefit you, but not in a greedy way, like that will benefit you and where you're going. So love yourself, and you're learning to love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and your energy. So Spirit really says to hone in on your boundaries, get clear on what they are. So you could even maybe start trying to write them down if you're not sure, like, what even are my boundaries? Like, boundaries gets thrown around so much. Or maybe like you could have a scenario where someone hits you up, or you hang out with them, and then you reflect and you think, like, I didn't feel too good. Why did I not feel good? And then figure it out. Well, was it because I said yes to hanging out when I was kind of tired, and I'd planned on like just relaxing, or I'd planned on just going through my emails and clearing that out, or something. And then just think to yourself, okay, well, next time I'm gonna be aware of that and say no when I can feel that in my body, and that's your boundary. So we also have Athena, and she offers inner wisdom. So you really are tapping into that inner wisdom, group number 1. And she says the message, you know what to do. Trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay. So I feel like this is really speaking on just everything. Like, you've started taking the action. You truly do know deep down. You just need to make the choice and just start going for it. And if you feel, oh no, this is actually not working for me, well, trust that. That's your inner wisdom. And then you just step away from that. So that's what we have there. And then we also got the goddess Unag, and she says, easy does it. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. So, my love, while you are taking action and you are making choices and you are, setting specific times to get things done, I think you need to remember that there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Yes, you may have set goals and timelines, but please be realistic with it. Don't set an unnecessary goal or timeline that forces you to have anxiety and stress, because that's not the point. The beauty lies really within the present moment. So the beauty lies within celebrating our moments presently. It lies in taking that step. So easy does it. Don't be hard on yourself. Like, this whole thing is basically just saying, have compassion for yourself, and keep reminding yourself to have compassion for yourself. And don't force things. Like, if you notice that something isn't working, if you notice that you're working on a specific cup here and you go, actually, that don't feel good, like, don't force it. And know everything is occurring in perfect timing. So there's that trust again, just knowing that everything is working out and everything is going to lead you exactly where it needs to be led. So yeah. And we're going to just have some remaining messages from Source. So just some, oh my goddess. Okay, no, calm down. Oh, calm down. So we have the Empress. So you're really birthing something new here. So basically just keep going with it. You're shining bright like a diamond. You're being recognized. Shining bright like a diamond. So yeah, honestly, group number one, you're really stepping into your Empress energy. You are showing up as the queen that you know you are. You just need to be easy on yourself and trust. So for the Empress, it also says, abundance and creativity flows to you. You embody the mother archetype and are bringing a new project into being. Your divine feminine energy flows through as you grow and nurture your babies. So these new cups of organization, they're your babies, and you are nurturing them, and you're really honing in on that feminine energy of being the nurturer. And because of that, beautiful things are coming your way. And honestly, group number one, just keep going, sweetie, because you're doing amazing. Yeah, so let's get like another message, just because why not? So we have the Nine of Pentacles. Again, it looks like another pregnant lady. So of course we know we're bringing in new things. So yeah, number 9, what does that mean? I think that's releasing, like letting go, I believe. So you're letting go of things that no longer serve you. So maybe you whisper a message to the bird and then the bird flies away. So you're really letting go of old limitations and ideas that you used to believe, and you're really setting yourself free. I really see that for you, pile number 1. So like that, this is honestly such a good reading. If you got this pile, like, keep going. You're doing amazing, sweetie. I'm so proud of you. This is honestly such a beautiful card reading. So the Nine of Pentacles also says, you have created abundance. Now enjoy the fruits of your labors. Don't be afraid to splurge on something special for yourself. Use your wealth to create financial independence in the long term. Ooh, that's interesting. So invest in yourself. If one of your goals is to seek financial freedom, what can you invest in now that will help you for the long term? Because I pick up that you're looking more at things long term. So where can you invest your money now that will help you for that long-term financial independence? And I feel like if you don't know now, something will pop up in the near future, maybe when you have celebrated a bit more, and you'll as you continue to trudge up your path and celebrate your wins, I feel like something may pop up and you may go, you know what, I could actually invest in this, and this would allow me to have the knowledge and get the return to be financially stable or independent in the future. So as this, oh dearie me, as this one says here, inner wisdom. So I just feel like you'll be trusting the whole process, and you need to remember to trust the whole process. I'm going to use this little book of journeys, and I'm going to flip to a page just for like one last message that we want to receive. It says, he who should search for pearls must dive below. If you want to go after a specific goal, sometimes it's not going to be easy, and I think you're realizing that now. And sometimes it requires you to dive in the depths of the sea to retrieve your pearls, but know that your pearls are coming to you. Yes, you do have to put in some work. Yes, I see that you've started, and I congratulate you, pile number 1, because I know how hard that can be, but this is a confirmation to keep going and to keep trusting in yourself and your inner wisdom, and also be grateful, and maybe do some inner work, as in look at what your triggers are, where that wound is stemming from? Can you bring it to the light with compassion? Can you see how it's attracted these cycles, these things in your life that have continued to cycle through in different places, people, or things, but in the same way? And also celebrate your wins. Know that some beautiful things are coming in. Like, there's so much amazing things coming. Keep nurturing your babies. And of course, ask the God and the divine to guide you and support you along the way, and see things through the eyes of them. So this is everything I have for you, pal number one. This has been such a beautiful reading. I hope you really enjoyed it, and I'm so excited to see how your progress goes and grows, and where you sort of find yourself even in the next couple of months. But I really feel like you're going to start opening up to new worlds, and I'm so excited. So thank you so much, pal number one, for being here. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and hopefully I see you in the next one. Bye. Hello and welcome for all of those who chose group number 2. This is the reading for you who chose the white agate beautiful naked lady crystal here. So first, we're tapping into your general energy, just to see that I'm speaking to the right person, to make sure I've got the right person I'm talking to. So for general energy, we have this card here, which is No More Wounds. I feel like this could be this might not be for everyone, but I feel like there could be, you're pregnant right now. This could be like a someone who has just is pregnant. I feel like this could also be someone who has a newfound faith. So someone who has recently devoted themselves to some kind of religion or faith or spiritual practice. It might not even be recent, but this could just be someone who is devoted in that sense. This could also be somebody who has maybe gone through a miscarriage or an abortion, or lost a child of some sort, and you're trying to keep faith, or you've recently found faith. So you are you're going through a loss at the moment, and you're trying to keep your faith through that loss, even though it's very hard. So that's sort of the energy I'm picking up on. Okay, yeah, so pile number 2, I am, as I said, picking up on those energies. I also want to say that I am deeply sorry if this is you, or this does resonate. This does resonate true for you. I just want to give my sincere condolences, because I feel like this is weighing. My heart feels really heavy, like I'm getting a feeling of my heart being heavy. And honestly, your heart is heavy, and I know that your heart is tied to this loss right now, pile number 2. And I know that you're trying to keep your faith, and you don't want any more wounds. You want to heal all those wounds. And honestly, that is so courageous. That is such a beautiful thing to try and do through this heartache, and know that it's not easy, but your faith will get you through it. Absolutely. Your community in your faith, because I know it won't be something that you can do alone, and we're not meant to do these things alone. So that's what I am picking up for you. I feel like you could also be struggling with belief right now, pile number 2, like you you do have a belief system, but you are struggling to believe it. And that's perfectly normal. It's normal to question faith. I think it's important to question our belief systems because there's something that could have been stemmed from childhood that was implanted in us, and we've just carried that belief that might not actually be true. So it's also a call to really truly examine that faith and those beliefs, and does it have true integrity, and does it come from a place of true love of all things? So yeah, but we're gonna clarify this energy just with a couple more cards to make sure I am on the right track. So we're just clarifying the overall energy for pile number 2. So we have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There's a feeling of, you feel like something you've looked up to hasn't been faithful to you, possibly because of the loss that you've experienced. So you feel like, the faith in you is being questioned because of this loss that you are experiencing or have experienced. Yeah, so I might just, oh sorry, that was reversed. So it's also tapping into an energy of, it may seem like you have everything that you could ever need or want, but deep down you don't. Deep down you feel like there's something that you have lost, or you are losing, or there's something that you don't believe can truly be for you. And that's where you need to look at your belief system, pile number 2. It may look like you have everything, like you may be financially well off, but was it really worth it? Are you missing a core part of you that craves connection or something like that? So it's really a call to come back to your true faith and these true beliefs, and really look at the beliefs that you currently carry, because something in you doesn't feel complete. Something in you feels like there is a massive loss in your heart, or you have lost something and you're questioning that faith. So you need to find a sense of, or you need to question those beliefs and really sit with it and go, is this rooted in my integrity? Is this rooted in my love? And then trust that, because that's what will help get you through this hard period that you're going through right now. Try not to lose that light that you still have a little bit remaining. Try not to lose it. Try and harness in on it and really affirm your true beliefs. So we're just going to clarify a little bit more the overall energy for you. The overall energy for pile number 2, and I accidentally picked up 2 cards, so we're just going to roll with it. So we have the 6 of Swords in reverse. So I do really feel like you're going through some sort of mourning, pile number 2. Like there's such a big loss that you're experiencing right now. I don't really know what it is. I did suspect it could have been to do with a pregnancy. However, it could be anything, but it is pulling on your heartstrings, pile number 2, and I'm so sorry that you are experiencing this mourning right now. Yeah, I will clarify that one as well. And we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I really feel like you're trying to hold on to that faith. You really are, pile number 2, and I condone you, because I know in moments when it can feel so heavy, sometimes you just question everything, but I believe that you do need to question your beliefs, because some of your beliefs may be rooted in fear and may not even be true. However, you do need to find a source of faith or religion or something, or some God. What is God to you? To allow yourself to have that faith, because you do need to hang on even in this tough time of mourning, and know that you will be able to get through it. So this also says you are resisting change and seek what is familiar, even though it's not in your best interest. So this change may not have been your choice either. So yeah, if you didn't get a choice in something that's completely shattered you, of course, this big loss, if you didn't get a choice in that, I think there's a part of you that could be resisting accepting the truth of it. And I know that it's hard, but acceptance is something that's going to get you through it, because you accept it and you stop resisting what is and what's happened, and you accept it even though it's hard. I know that doesn't mean you get over it. It just means you go, okay, this is what's happened. I am hurting. I have had a big loss right now, and my heart hurts, but I accept that, and I still want to hold on to my faith, because I need something to hold on to right now to help me get through this pain. And pile number 2, there is a call for you to reflect a little on your beliefs and question whether they are actually helping you. And if they are, then you need to practice having more faith. You will get through this. I know that. So yeah, there's definitely something to hold on to here, or something to grab a hold of here, that will really elevate your soul and allow you to get through this period at the moment. So we're going to we're going to go this angel deck here, Healing with the Angels Oracle, and we're going to grab some general advice from our angels and God, of course, on this situation that you're dealing with right now, or what you need to hear. So there is a call from the universe and God to go out in nature, maybe sit with yourself peacefully and reflect. It may also be a calling to sit with yourself in nature, but feel the presence of your loss and really reflect as if you're sitting with them and speaking with them, or it, or whatever it is that you feel like you have to let go of. And maybe that will help you accept what is and what isn't anymore. So I feel like right now your biggest catalyst is going out in nature and allowing nature to help you to heal and really energize you, or just help you balance out this heavy energy that you have right now. Yeah, I'm going to pull another card. Study. Sources saying now might be a good time to, I know this sounds like not compassionate, but I'm being told that now might be a good time to focus on studies or something that you've been wanting to study. I know with this great loss that might be really hard, and you might be like, what the hell, like I'm grieving, like I can't even do that right now. Even going out to nature and doing your study out there, or maybe nature is something that you've been wanting to study, but there is a call from source saying to put your energy into studying something. Like, I think that you will know what this study needs to be about, what you're passionate about, but I think that this is going to help you transmute your energy and help you heal through this tough time at the moment. I see this as a light for you to move through this ickiness and not to forget it. No way, no way, no way. But just to move through it and have a purpose and something to work towards while you simultaneously grieve the loss of this thing. Because if you don't have that, I feel you'll lose all hope. And I don't mean that in a really, like, I know that sounds really awful, but I feel like if you don't have something to work towards pile number 2, well, you're going to get caught up in this dark place, and it can be very easy to do so. However, there's a strong message from Source saying if you hold on to this ambition, this thing, this faith, or there's something that you want to study, you hold on to that, a beautiful thing is going to come from it. Trust me, a beautiful thing is going to come from it. Abundance of something will come from it. But there's definitely a message of balancing, I guess, balancing like your study and relaxing time as well. So really honing in on that balancing. So of course direct your energy on studying, but also have that time to reflect and rest. And there's a call to especially rest in nature, because nature is our biggest healer. There is scientific evidence that, I think, just like lying on the grass or something, or lying on the ground, like the ground and its frequency, it actually allows our bodies to, I think it like lowers our heart rate or something, or our blood pressure or something like that. Anyway, you can look into that if you want. Pile number 2, but it definitely has healing properties, and it is here to bring you to equilibrium. So I feel like, yeah, there's a real call for an equilibrium right now, really coming into a balance between resting and studying, but definitely don't lose your sight of that and your focus, and things will fall into place. And yeah, maybe it's even like a studying of your current faith as well, and studying like your previous beliefs or the beliefs that you have right now, and studying them and acknowledging, do these actually work for me, and really looking into that. This card here is also a guide of not to rush your studies, and to really soak in, really be present and soak in what you're learning. And yeah, there is just such a call to delve into that right now. And you know what that is. You know what your heart wants to be studying, or you're already enrolled, or maybe you're about to enroll in some kind of course or program, or starting like a new position or something, or just something you find interesting, like maybe you just want to go to a library and pick out some old historic books or something like that. But you know, there is a call right now from Source saying this study is important. It gives you the passion and the drive and the move to keep moving forward. So, you know, keep going with that, pile number 2. This will be a beautiful thing for you right now. And this card also touches on spending time alone in nature is important for you right now. So some alone time to reflect, maybe reflect on this loss, but not get lost in it, if you know what I mean. But it is going to be beautiful and healing for you to sit with yourself and reflect, especially in nature, as I said. Yeah, because the Source is really saying interact with nature more if you can every day, even if it's like 5 minutes, even if you go outside and just, you know, plant your feet on the ground and take some deep breaths and really feel your toes in the grass and your feet on the ground, and really feel yourself heavy and rooted on this earth, and feeling your body and taking a deep breath and feeling how alive you are. And there's so much more for you to, there is so much more for you in this life. There's so much more for you to learn, to study, to grow, to evolve. And I'm also seeing that she is sort of intertwined with the plants. So I feel like if you're wanting to study plants or something, or like flowers or floristry or something really interests you, something to do with flora or maybe even fauna, because we're in nature and that's something that you're being called to study, this is also validation to do so, because yeah, this is something that you could be really passionate about. Like, so this is a call for you to, this is validating that. If it's just been a passing thought or something like that, it's clarity for you to do that, pile number 2. So I'm also going to get some more general advice and what you need to hear right now. Leap of faith. Yeah, so as I said, sticking to yourself, sticking to your faith, or if not sticking to the faith that you're currently in, questioning those beliefs and finding the faith that you want to devote yourself to, because this is what's going to help you right now. This is what's going to get you through that. So take a risk and put your heart's true desires into action. That's what it's saying. Yeah, as I said, continue, go forward and do that study. Don't, I know it's so easy to sit there and be like, well, how can I do that when I've had such a great loss right now? And, you know, this just doesn't even seem fair, but it is fair for you. Your life doesn't have to go on hold, even though I know it feels like you want it to and you just want everything to stop. Well, that's where you go out in nature and you contemplate and you have quiet space, but you need to carry on. You need to carry on because there is so much more for you. There is abundance coming, and you need to take that risk and you need to delve into what faith is true for you and watch yourself elevate and grow. So we'll just get another card here. More advice for you, pile number 2. Some more general advice from, dropped it. So we have Aishta, boundaries, love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So right now is a really sensitive time for you. You know this. And right now you need to be focused on healing, your alone time. Yes, connection is of course important. I'm not saying don't connect. You know, it's very important in times of hardship and loss and heartache that you do seek support from those around you, because sometimes connection, co-regulating is very important. But because we are focused on healing and studying, we need to respect ourselves enough to know these boundaries and to say no to others' demands on your time and energy, and know when you need to put that in for yourself, because this is really what's going to help you heal at this point in time. Group number 2, so there is a strong call for that. So we'll also get another one from these cards, some more just general advice for you, pile number 2. So we also have Mother Mary. Oh, beautiful. Expect a miracle. Oh my gosh, and she's holding a baby. Oh, group number 2, I swear to God. And just the rainbow, like, if this is you, group number 2, and you have lost a baby in some way, just know that, I know you might not want to hear this right now, or maybe you're struggling with IVF or something like that, but know that this soul is coming back to you. The time just wasn't right, but this soul is coming back to you. This beautiful, you know, we talk about rainbow babies, when there's a baby born after one that was lost. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. So I do see that if you focus more on healing in nature and relaxing yourself and immersing yourself in study and not being so fixated on this loss, I know I'm not invalidating it. I swear to goodness, I'm not. But I'm just saying that in doing so you will be able to process it and lovingly do so with the faith and also with the faith that you're cultivating, and also with Mother Mary. I feel like Mary or Mary Magdalene may be a strong what do you even call it, just a strong figure right now for maybe you to look up to. So maybe you've been feeling the call from Mary Magdalene or Mary. I don't know if it's the same person. I think it is. But maybe you're feeling that call. So maybe right now your faith might lie more in Mother Mary. But I do see that if you have lost a pregnancy, pile number 2, your beautiful baby soul is coming back to you. Expect a miracle. This is the Ace of Pentacles. Expect that miracle to come back to you. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. Have faith. So there's a call for you to just stay true to your faith once you decipher what those beliefs are, and if these are the true beliefs for you. Pile number 2, that I know this is heartbreaking, but it's also so beautiful for me to see this. And I just know that you'll be okay. You will. And this soul is coming back for you. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So we're going to get some more messages from the tarot, just some general advice or just a little advice before we wrap this up. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups upright. 9, the number 9 is also releasing some heavy feelings. You may feel like you just want to look the other way, but releasing these feelings in some sort of way is going to help in your healing. And it doesn't mean that you're discrediting anything. It just is, that's what's going to help you to heal. So we're gonna get some more just last bits of advice for you. We have the Emperor in reverse. Okay. This is crazy. Okay, so this symbol here, this is an Egyptian symbol, I believe, which represents, I think it's all of life, or it represents fertility or something like that. I'm going to quickly look up I'm being told to look up that symbol so I can get this message across. So I'm going to look that up. Okay, yeah, so this symbol here actually has quite a lot of heavy meanings. It does originate from Egypt. It is known as the Ankh, Ankh, and mostly it symbolizes life, and it is a balance between the masculine and the feminine. So when I see this in reverse, I feel as though, that's not really advice. I was going to say, I feel like there's just an imbalance within you right now. And of course there is, but this is not really advice. So yeah, I feel like I was going to say, because this symbol represents the balance between masculine and feminine. And because this is the Emperor, which is masculine in nature, and then in the reverse, I feel like your advice is to really hone into getting stuff done. So, really it just confirms the study and really making that a priority right now, aiming to have that balance between going in nature and the study. But there is more a call towards achieving this, or not achieving this study, but in enveloping yourself in this study. So it's really just the same message, really, which I'm so sorry, pile number 2, that was so annoying. But I felt like if I knew the meaning of that, then that would help a little bit more. But there is multiple meanings of that. I mean, yeah, it also symbolizes divine union and life, and also the Egyptians knowing that when someone or something passed on, that wasn't the end of it, like the afterlife was then where they went to. I don't know if that could help with anything, but let me try and get another message just to clarify. We've also got the Four of Cups in reverse. So again, I feel like it's pouring into yourself at the moment. Like the advice is just to pour into yourself. I'm sorry, pile number 2. I'm having a hard time channeling this message. I do feel like you're very closed off at the moment, so it's making it very hard for me to try and get some advice for you, because I genuinely feel like you're really closed off, and I'm seeing that in like his arms are crossed, they look sad at the end of the boat. And I know that you're really struggling right now, but maybe it's an invitation for you to, as I said, look towards your faith. But yeah, I am struggling to get some advice for you, pile number 2. I am trying, but I do feel like your energy is very closed off at the moment. And this could be due to this heartache that you're feeling. And as I said, I do feel for you, and my heart is heavy with you, and I'm sorry that you're going through this. So yeah, with this Four of Cups, it's an invitation for you to refocus on what inspires you. So basically with this whole overall message, pile number 2, focus on what inspires you. You know what that is within your studies, what that may be within your faith, and know that blessings will come to you if you focus on those things right now, and healing yourself in nature and having quiet contemplation, accepting things as they are, even though it's quite heavy, and taking that leap of faith. And your prayers will be answered. They will be answered, and there is a miracle coming to you for some of you. And I don't want to get your hopes up, but for some of you, that could be a rainbow baby. I'm seeing a beautiful blessing of a rainbow baby. Your baby soul is coming back to you now. So I have this book, a little book of journeys, and I'm going to just flick and pick a page and see what message comes through for you. So books are the most magical form of transport ever invented. Yeah, so pick up a book, pile number 2, immerse yourself in study and try to really, I think why it says immerse yourself in study, and it's not to forget what's happening, but it's a way for you to move forward through it without heavily getting lost in it. So books transport you to another world, and it's not about avoiding your current world, but it's just giving yourself a break and allowing your mind, you're allowed to have a break from grieving. You're allowed to have a break from heartache. You're allowed to, because it's heavy. And so pick up a book, immerse yourself in the study, and try to enjoy it as much as possible. Maybe go out to the park and lie under a tree and really read a book that you want to read, or something you've been wanting to learn about. Maybe even an Egyptian book, since we had the Egyptian sign come up. I don't know, that could be interesting for you. But that is the message that I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that this card reading gave you some clarity and insight and advice that you needed to hear. And I send you all my love, and I hope that you get through this tough time as gracefully as possible. Continue to hold your faith and really find what that means for you. But I send you my love, group number 2, and I thank you so much for being here. Okay. Bye, guys. Mwah. Hello, group number 3. This is for everyone who chose the orange calcite. And as you can see, we also have an orange card here. So this first card that I'm pulling is just your overall energy. So it's just to see that I'm speaking to the right person. So we're tapping into your overall energy, like your feelings at the moment and what's going on. So when I see this card, rest, and there's a lot of orange, I see for you, group number 3, that you are very much so in a creative energy, or even a heightened sexual energy. So you've just been feeling really vibrant. However, like, because of it says the word rest, I sense that you've had a lot of creative juices flowing and you've been really vibrant, but you're not hitting a wall, like you're not crashing, but you're sort of realizing that you need to just take some rest and some time for yourself right now, just to recenter yourself, because everything's been fiery and it's all just been happening. And yes, it's been beautiful, but I'm just tapping in that you are seeking to rest now, or you need to rest. So that's what I'm picking up, but I'm just going to clarify with the book. Yeah, so it's really saying that currently group or pile number 3, or just recently, you've just been so energetic, like everything's been happening all at once. There's been creativity, there's been like just this fire and intensity in your life, like, and that doesn't mean it's been bad, but it's just been a lot right now. And yeah, as I said, you're seeking that rest at this point in time, like just wanting to come into yourself. And perhaps you're feeling honestly a little burnt out, which makes sense with the color orange. Like you're feeling burnt out at the moment, like, oh, there's just not enough time to get everything done. There's so much I need to do and so many places to go and so many people calling at the moment. And even though it's fun, it's exciting and you're thriving and you're loving it, like there is that deep part of you that's like, oh my God, I'm so tired. There's just not enough time right now. Like I need to rest. How am I ever going to get everything done? And this card reminds you to know that the feeling of time running out is simply an illusion. So you have the power to achieve all you want to with ease. And this card reminds you, it says, provided you stop dwelling solely on material issues and fears. Okay, so maybe, yeah, it says the more you learn to relax, the clearer life will seem to you. So there is a clear message that you need to learn to harness some rest in your life to balance out all these fiery energies. Like there's nothing wrong with them, but that's just what you're being called to really hone in at the moment, group 3, just to recenter yourself and know that time is definitely illusion, and there are so many days to accomplish things. There are so many days, and there is nothing wrong with, even if you have to schedule in time to rest, it is actually vital because it's the balance. And when you schedule in time to rest, to reflect, to, that allows your soul to sort of purge what's been happening. What's the word I'm looking for? Process. I feel like that word was so hard to come through because there's been so much going on, you haven't been processing everything. And like, even when you're going to bed, maybe you're not getting much sleep, but even when you do, like, you're still in an active headspace, like you're not actually getting into that deep REM sleep. So maybe focusing on a night schedule could be very important for you right now, group number 3. And honing in on a nighttime schedule, like, okay, I'm going to aim to be in bed at this time. What things can I do to settle down, to make my mind settle? Maybe I can have a hot tea or a hot chocolate and sip that in bed while I read a chapter of a book, or I do some journaling, or maybe I do a guided meditation, or just something. And I highly suggest not being on your phone or any devices right before bed, because the blue light keeps your mind active, and right now your mind doesn't have time to process all of this energy, all of this stuff that's going on. And yeah, so time really is an illusion, and to just constantly be in a state of I don't have time, and trying to get things done every single moment of every single day is just ridiculous, because I feel like as a society we need to cultivate stillness and the ordinary, and know that there's so much beauty in the simplicities of life and just the ordinary, and not everything has to be rush, go, go, go 24/7. And we have infinite time. Like, one time in itself, and it is an illusion. But if we look at time in the socially constructed way, time, we have 24 hours in a whole day. And I know we're asleep for 8 of those, okay? Well, we still have, let me do quick maths. But yeah, so say we get about 8 sleeps of a nighttime, 8 hours sleep of a nighttime, we still have 16 hours in a whole day to accomplish things. And now if we look at those 16 hours, like, that's a lot. Like, there's 60 minutes in a whole hour. And then if we zoom out of that, you've got 16 hours a day, every single day for a week. And then you've got it for 2 weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, time is not running out unless you have a deadline. Like, you absolutely have a deadline of something, like a project is due on a specific day, of course. But prioritize yourself. Know when you need to prioritize, specific things. But also, rest should be a priority. Otherwise, you're going to burn with the orange, and you're going to burn yourself out, my love. And then you're going to be forced to rest. You could get sick. You could be down for 2 weeks. That's not very productive. You could just burn out and chronically fatigue yourself. Then you'd be out for a few weeks. Like, it's counterproductive. Rest is important. So the message here is really telling you to schedule that in. Figure out a schedule to wind yourself down of a nighttime and allow your mind to process all this busyness. Okay, so we're going to clarify this energy just a little bit more with some tarot. Clarify group number 3's energy. Yeah, so we have the King of Cups, and for this pile number 3, I really feel like you definitely feel like things are slipping away from you. Like, if you're not honing in on them, they will ship and get away from you. And I think a message here is what's meant for you will truly not get away from you. You're taking action. You're taking action, so it's not like you're not doing anything and then it's just getting away from you. You're doing these things, but if you're doing things and some things are slipping away, well, supposedly maybe they're not meant to be, they're not for you. So maybe ease up, reschedule things, prioritize, and figure out. And the things that aren't meant for you, they will ship away, they will fall away. Allow them to. But yeah, I am picking that up with the King of Cups. But you have really been in your masculine energy, and as in doing things and taking action as required and getting shit done. And that's really good. But you do need to settle down a little bit there. And everything will be fine. Maybe you have a lot of worry and anxiety, and you just need to let it be cleansed away. Let the ocean cleanse it away. Maybe you can go out and go to the ocean or somewhere with water and just feel really tranquil, or something of the sorts. Like, he's a merman. There's a couple fish in this. And then we also have the Two of Swords. Yeah, so I really feel like you're just battling yourself at the moment. Like, it's a battle between productivity and rest. And maybe there's also a battle of the things that you need to prioritize, and you've just had the blindfold on. You've just been looking at one thing and just going. But yes, okay, so that's definitely the energy for you guys. Yeah, so it's definitely a call from Source saying that there needs to be a balance of your head and your heart. So we do really need to cultivate that balance of masculine and feminine. So the action, the doing, and then the resting and the digesting, and allowing new inspiration to flow to you. If you're feeling like, oh, maybe you're feeling like you're uninspired, or you just don't have any new ideas and you're just going with what you already have. If you rest, that is when we get our most amazing inspirations just come to us, because you're allowing your body to process, your mind to process, and you're allowing just things to flow in. Like, the divine will flow in, and your soul's calling will start to flow into you when you rest. And that's where you go, oh, that's a nice idea. And then you prioritize how you're going to work on that, but not lead yourself to burnout again. It's honestly, it's all a balance. And this is what Spirit is calling for you right now, group number 3. This card, the Two of Swords, is definitely saying you're facing a tough decision. Like, you're at a crossroads and you're unsure of which option to take. So there is advice from Spirit saying to look closer. If you take a moment to rest and sit with it and contemplate and feel it in your heart, not just in your head, then the message will become clear to you what you need, what action you need to take moving forward. Because right now, there are aspects of this situation that you're not currently seeing due to the fact that you're just allowing yourself to be so busy or so in your head that you haven't even sat down and really felt it and processed it properly, and knowing. And then when you do that, you will have a more clearer picture of aspects that you're not currently seeing, and that will help you to make the right decision. So let's get a little bit more advice from Spirit now on what should pile number 3 do? What action should they take? Okay, that's really weird. Why did that card come out? So we have the card Soulmate. Okay. Maybe pile number 3 because this is a lot of orange energy and it's a lot of sexual energy, I feel like maybe you're at a crossroads with a potential lover and you're not sure if you should pursue it or not. Or maybe for some of you, there is maybe more than one option right now and you're struggling in your heart to choose a specific person. So maybe there's two loves right now that are floating in your life and you're really just not sure who you should gravitate towards. Or maybe you're feeling lost between your creative lifestyle, your busy lifestyle, and love, and you're feeling like, how can I even fit both of these in? Because my business is important to me. Of course it should be. Like, getting to where I want to go is important for me. Of course it should be group number 3, but there is more to life than just busyness and doing and achieving. And that is the present moment, and that is love, and that is, a part of a soulmate is also building a future. Because don't you want to have a legacy to pass down for your children? If you don't focus on a soulmate as well, that could be potentially floating around in your life right now. So, because I'm seeing that someone in your life right now, they are a soulmate and they are ready to commit to you, group number 3, but are you ready to commit to them as well? And I know it's not easy because you have so much that you want to accomplish, but this is a part of an accomplishment as well. So really learning how to balance that and master that. Or, I guess that's the decision that you're sitting on, is like, well, do I really have time for this right now? And, that is really only a decision that you can make, group number 3. But I feel like a soulmate energy is a soulmate energy. And if you let the opportunity pass you by, it could very well come back around in the future. But who knows when? Or who knows if really that would actually happen? And I just feel like this person has come into your life maybe unexpectedly, and it's been fiery and passionate, and I do feel like you need to learn to balance that. And I do feel like this has so much beautiful potential, and it's not just about creating things for your future in the sense of materialistic things, but what about this creating things for your future in the sense of in your home, in your heart? A partner to share the celebrations with, a partner to maybe have children with and share that legacy down with your children. Okay, and I know this is really hot and heavy, and you're probably like, whoa, settle down, Tiger. Like, Jesus, I've only been with the guy for like 2 months, or maybe like the girl or whoever. Like, it hasn't been long, but I really feel like this is something to... I really am getting the message, group number 3, that this is something to allow yourself to fall into and rest in it a little bit and enjoy the present of it and see where it takes you, and allow your heart to be led a little bit. Get out of your mind, group. Get out of your mind. Like, you're so excited deep down. This is a beautiful connection right now. So you can't let something end before it's even begun. And you're never going to know unless you explore and sit with it and allow yourself to step out of your masculinity and step into your femininity and feel this connection. So anyway, we're going to... Why is that one flipped? Playfulness. So yes, group number 3, you need to cultivate some more playfulness in your life at the moment. I feel like you feel like you are doing that because all the business that you're pursuing at the moment is fun, and I get that. It is fun and it is exciting, but it's all to do with business. And yeah, business, you should make your life's work fun and enjoyable, but what about just playing for the sake of playing? What about letting your inner child out? Like, look, for me, I feel like this person here lets your inner child out and you really have a lot of fun together. And I feel like that's just so beautiful. And I feel like you should really be allowing that into your space, because it's beautiful, and that's really like the joys of life, isn't it? Connecting to someone who brings out your inner child and allows you to have playfulness and fun. I just feel really excited for you, group number 3. Like, I feel so happy. I feel like my heart is fluttering. I feel in love with life. And I feel like I want to get it. I wouldn't want to be in my head. I would want to follow my heart more and allow myself to rest in that beautifulness that it has. And you don't have to feel like you're making a choice between reality and love. It's all a part of the reality. The crossroads is kind of an illusion, just like the time is an illusion. This life has so much potential to be so beautiful and expansive, and there is time for it all. Explore it, group number 3, and also not letting yourself burn out. Please keep remembering that you need rest. It's a beautiful balance, but you have all the time in the world to cultivate that balance. And we also have the card here, celebration. So there's a lot to celebrate right now. There's a lot to celebrate right now, group number 3. And that is just so beautiful. So in those moments of rest, you can celebrate your achievements. You can celebrate this newfound love. You can celebrate everything is worthy of being celebrated. You work so hard and you achieve so many things, and then you should celebrate yourself for allowing yourself to rest and doing, maybe booking a massage or something, or booking some kind of therapy like a float therapy or just something really relaxing is an act of celebration to yourself. And I feel like in doing so, in resting and celebrating, in doing so will allow things to blossom even more. It's going to allow more beautiful things to flourish in your life. Like, this soulmate energy has come into your life because you have been flourishing. It's been amazing. But we do need to cultivate that balance. Okay, pile number 3. Yeah, so with the soulmate energy to group number 3, I feel like there's a call from spirit to say, release the control that you may be having to that you're trying to put on this situation. Release that control and let the other person lead. Like, step into your feminine energy and allow that person to really take the lead, because they have so much beauty to show you, so much playfulness to get out of you. If you put your armor down and your hard working down for a little minute and allow yourself to be soft and be led, and it's just going to be transformative for you and really beautiful. And the playfulness card here also really insinuates that playing is a form of relaxation as well, and it also allows you to be more inspired. So in playing allows the inflow of more inspiration and ideas to continue cultivating these beautiful aspects that you're working on. Maybe they're work related, business related, or just some project that you're working on that you feel is very important for you. So in allowing yourself to play, that is a form of relaxation and inspiration. So pile number 3, please. I think you get the message already by now, but we're going to just grab a couple more cards just to get an extra little bit of clarity. So we're going to see what the goddesses have to say through source. So we have the card here, receptivity. The goddess Heather, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Are you kidding? I can't make this up. Like, I cannot make this up. Allow yourself to receive. In resting, you receive. In allowing this soulmate energy to lead you, you receive. Stepping into your femininity, you receive. And with that, this will increase inspiration and intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. Come on, like, the message is clear, guys. You know what to do. Stop being silly billies. So we'll just grab another one, see what... Oh, no, that's just not happening, is it? Okay, that one wants to come out. But let's redo that, because that was a crisis. Medicine women, you are a channel for divine healing power. The power is within you. You can cultivate this. You can heal yourself when you rest. You are able to heal yourself when you rest and digest. So yeah, we're just getting that message really strong through at the moment. And we'll grab another one while we're at it, just for fun. What other advice does group number 3 need to hear? True love. Oh, stop! Oh my gosh, pile number 3. I'm literally so excited for you. Like, everything is booming for you right now. You just need to cultivate some more balance and just get yourself some rest and play. Like, universe is asking you to do more fun things and you shall receive even more. Like, are you for real? It can't get any better than this right now. So we have true love here. The romantic strings in your heart have propelled the universe to deliver a great love to you. So if you don't have this soulmate in your life right now, as I've been talking about the whole time, they're coming to you. They're coming to you. You've been praying about it. You've been hoping for it. You've been thinking, well, I'm doing all this work. I want a partnership, and I want them to meet me on my level. Well, that's happening for you, but it's not going to happen if you just keep going and keep trying to chase. Like, you don't need to chase, you attract. You don't chase, you attract. If you rest and let yourself receive, then this true love is coming in for you. And if it's already here, just know that this is a soulmate and true love connection. And Spirit really says, allow yourself to nestle into that and really enjoy it. You deserve it. You deserve it. You really deserve it, group number 3. You've worked your butt off and you've been doing the hard yards for so long, and even though it's really enjoyable, you deserve that. So we're going to get some remaining messages from the tarot about any extra general advice that group number 3 should take home and what they need to hear. Just some general advice for this situation. See if we can get anything else to come through. So we have the sun. Oh, the sun. I feel like there's so much sun and orange energy. So all of this is just so beautiful and creative. Source says stick to your creations. Like, I'm not saying let any of that go, but prioritize yourself, prioritize specific things if there are things on a timeline, but other than that, prioritize your rest, as I said. But yes, continue looking forward, group number 3, because beautiful things are coming towards you. And it's really a call from spirit to keep shining your light, keep pushing forward, because you're really on your way to beautiful, beautiful things. So don't stop now, but do rest. Keep going where you're headed, but strongly. Like, I just want to make sure that you get that, because my honeys, it's so vital to moving forward. Oh, we in our queen energy. Look at you guys. Stop it. This is such a fun reading. I can't even. You guys are in your queen energy. Yeah, and there is a real invitation to do some more healing work for yourself, because cats are they're great energy healers. So there's a call for you to do some kind of energy work on yourself, maybe to clear some old energy that's surrounding you at the moment, group number 3. So maybe you can look into something. Maybe you can do a sound healing, or you can just do a guided clearing meditation, or maybe you can just go and get a raindrop therapy massage. Like, there's heaps of things you can do to get your energy cleared out. But there is a call as well to maybe look at that a little bit, because we need clear energy for the queen to sit on her throne. So yeah, that's just an extra advice from spirit. But all of it has to do with doing something for yourself to relax, to receive, to rest. So group number 3, I have this a little book of journeys, and I'm just going to flip and pick a page. Okay. To those who can dream, there is no such place as far away. Do with that message what you will. To those who can dream, there is no such place as far away. Time is not against you. It is not far away. Look at this guy. He's resting. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for being here, group number 3. I really hope that this gave you some clarity that you need, and I hope that you enjoyed it. But all the best of luck, and I hope to hear about this romance blossoming. I'm so excited, and I send you all my love and blessings, and hope that it all works out beautifully, and it will, because everything works out as it's supposed to. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, guys, and you have a blessed and beautiful day or night. Bye. Hello. Okay, this is for everyone who chose pile number 4. So for this first card, pile number 4, I have just tapped into your general energy to just make sure that I'm speaking to the correct person. So for your overall energy, pile number 4, I see that you are in a very calm and flow state sort of energy. It's very calm. You know what? It might even be borderline just maybe depression. I know that's so off the cut, but I'm sensing either it's a very low sort of I'm sensing it's either a very calm sort of just flow state that you're in, or you're actually just kind of sad and just have low energy, and you're just taking a lot of time right now you're just being still, and you're kind of sleepy. But I might clarify that. Yeah, so I'm really feeling like you're either in one of those energies You might just be feeling pretty low and depressed and maybe seeking some higher, or just seeking to connect with some spirit on some sense. You're just really seeking to feel a higher presence to guide you through this. And either way, if you're in a calm or low state, I feel like there is a calling to connect deeper within yourself, to sit in meditation. And I feel like if you're not doing that already, because you probably might already be doing this, there is a call to do that. But we are going to clarify with some tarot your overall energy, group number 4, just so we can actually see what's going on. So I kind of pulled that up upside down actually, so we'll go upside down. So this is the 6 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like there's a feeling of falling off your high horse. I know the expression on your high horse is a bad saying. I feel like you are kind of in a low vibrational energy at the moment. Like you might be feeling quite down, or just you're not sitting up high on the horse anymore. So we will clarify that one. But anyway, let's see what other messages. So we have, I don't know if these were just upside down or what is wrong with me. Were these upside down? Yeah, I keep going to flip them, but like they were upside down. So these are both reversed as well. So we have the Page of Cups and the Page of Swords in reverse. So two pages. I feel like there's a loss, or there needs to be a loss of material things that you've been holding on to, or you feel like you have lost material things and you're feeling deep in the ocean, in this darkness. So I am picking up that low energy there, pile number 3, and I am sorry that you are going through that. I know that it can feel very difficult, but I guess the reason I'm not being so sympathetic right now is because I know that these energies and emotions have a purpose in life, and everybody goes through them. Nobody is shy of it. And that is really how we come into ourselves and slow down. And that is in those moments where we connect more to something higher than us. And when we get through that whole thing, we come out the other side more healed and understanding than we could ever even know. So you feel like you've lost the battle. I'm telling you, you have not lost the battle. This is the start. This is the beginning of a transformation. This is not a losing of a battle. This is the beginning of a beautiful transformation for you. And I know it doesn't feel like that right now, pile number 4, and I'm sorry that you do feel that way. And also, can I say, pile number 4 is protection. Know that you are protected through all of this. You are divinely protected. And there is a call for you to go deep within yourself in meditation. If you're finding it hard to get out of bed right now and you're just so sleepy, why don't you meditate and call upon something greater than yourself to help you find the light at the end of the tunnel? So yes, with the Page of Wands in, oh sorry, no, that's the Page of Swords. Don't mind me. So Page of Swords in reverse says you are holding back from expressing your truth, especially in a public forum. You prefer to express your thoughts and opinions privately or anonymously. Let go of fear and shout your message from the rooftop. So, I mean, you're obviously feeling quite withdrawn at the moment, pile number 4, and that's where you're at. That's okay. That is where you're at, and that is okay. I don't think that you need to shout anything from the rooftops. I was just reading that message from the book, but I do know you haven't lost the battle. And it's okay that you're feeling withdrawn at the moment. Oh, I think she was supposed to be reversed as well. So the Page of Cups says, you are keeping your creative inspirations a secret. You feel called to do the work, but you're worried about whether it's realistic or not, or who cares. Yeah, so you feel like you feel like all the inspiration that you've had, you just think, well, who cares anyway? Like, no one cares about me, to be honest. That's how you're feeling right now, pile number 4. And I can absolutely resonate with you because I've been there before. And even though it might not sound like it, I do have sympathy for you. I do. I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to, and I still sometimes battle with it. I'm not free of it, but I've been deep in this place for a very long time before. And you have these ideas, but you kind of tip them out because you think, well, who even cares about me? Why am I important? Why do I matter? And I'm here to tell you that you do matter and you are important because you're here for a freaking reason. Think about how you were created, sperm to egg, right? Think about how many sperm could have potentially reached the egg, but out of all of them, you did, and your spirit came along with that. That was not a coincidence. That's just too phenomenal. And I know it feels like things are heavy and pointless at the moment. But you are here for a reason, and your opinions and your voice matters. And you may not feel energized to express that now, but you will. You won't be in this state forever. That's a given. You will not be in this state forever. But I feel like the first step for you, my beautiful, okay, let me speak kinda. My beautiful pile number 4. I feel like the first step for you is it's okay for you to let yourself rest. But I think that you should start trying to do some form of meditation in tapping into something higher than yourself, something to give you some faith, something to keep you, to start the momentum back up in your life. Because I know that momentum is the biggest thing to start building. You may not have the energy right now, but in praying or meditating or focusing on your breath, there's a call for you to be aware of your body. If you even do a body scan meditation or a breathing meditation, to connect your mind, which has been in this slump, this darker place, if you allow your mind to connect to your body so that they can become in sync, and that starts to build the momentum for you to begin to move forward. It's okay to be in this place of rest, but you can't, or this place of like low energy. It has its place, but it's not somewhere that you're going to stay forever. With this one in reverse, there's a call from spirit to say, stop comparing yourself to others. It is taking away your personal power and self-belief. You may be lacking in confidence right now. You may not be feeling like you have anything going for you right now. But what's not helping is comparing yourself. You don't need to compare yourself to anybody. You don't need to compare yourself to your past self. You don't need to compare yourself to who you were a few months ago or anyone, because that's not helping you. That's hitting someone who's already down. That's not what you need right now. You're already struggling, and I do feel like a form of meditation to focus on that negative criticism or that inner critic in your head, to do some form of meditation to become more aware of these inner criticisms so you can try and shut them down. And even though it doesn't feel real at the moment, you can shut them down and say, no, that's not helping me. I don't like that thought. That's not helping me. Treat it as if it's another person talking to you, because it is. It's like a different person talking to you. We're going to get some more advice from the angels to see what you need to hear. Freedom. You need freedom from your thoughts. You need freedom from all these inner critical voices of yours. How can you cultivate some more freedom in your life, in your mind? You can give yourself peace of mind through allowing your mind to rest. Meditation teaches that. It's not easy to begin with, but meditation teaches you that. So what other advice do we need to receive? Okay, we're just going to take all of them because why not? So we have forgiveness. So there's a call from Spirit that you either need to forgive somebody who has hurt you, or you need to forgive yourself. Whatever it is, forgiveness is very important right now. And forgiveness doesn't mean you forget, and forgiveness doesn't mean that you think that anything that they did or you did was right. You can forgive yourself and learn from your mistakes. You can forgive others and learn from their behavior and what you will and won't tolerate in the future. But forgiveness is for you more than anything, for you to move forward. You can't sit in your deep rut not forgiving anything or anyone, not even yourself. It's a call for you to come into your heart space, maybe doing some heart-led guided meditations. We also have truth and integrity. Spirit is really calling you to step into your inner truth and what's integral for you. You don't need to listen to everybody else and all of their opinions. You have all this loudness around you. Of course you want to step into this quiet place. You can create that quiet place within your mind through meditation. I know I keep saying it. It's annoying. And I probably sound like one of the other voices, but you've clicked on this video for a reason, and I am channeling Source and God and Divine through me to give you this message. I'm not just another person just telling you what to do. I'm channeling a divine message for you to help you out of this situation. We also have the card study. I feel like you really need to study where you've been emotionally, with the people in your life. You need to study where your mind is at right now and study the inner critic and all the voices that's going on in your mind that's not allowing you to move forward. What are you telling yourself day in and day out? Can you look and do some deep introspection within yourself? Can you study yourself? Can you begin to journal and see where your mind is at? Is this really the thoughts and the things and the feelings that are going through your mind day in and day out that's keeping you in this low vibrational energy? Is this really in truth and integrity with what you want and who you feel like you truly are? I know there's a lot of self-doubt and disbelief at the moment, but I do know that there would be a part deep within you that knows that that knows that you're more than this. And allowing yourself to be inner critical and having all these voices attack your mind day in and day out, that's not allowing for true freedom. That's not you living in truth and integrity with who you really are. So how can you study your mind more? How can you become aware of what your thoughts are, and how can you work to change them? Maybe everything else is hard right now, but maybe right now is your journey of self-healing, and that's okay. That's where you're at. Right now, everything else is too noisy. Let's just go back and focus on on your basics, your bare minimums. Let's study what's going on with you in your mind, and let's start the healing. So there's a heavy energy of just you're not expressing your true self. Pile number 4, you're not expressing your true thoughts and feelings. You feel trapped by life and its conditions. The angels are really getting the message across that you may feel trapped by life and everything around you, and you may feel like that's what's keeping you down, but I'm going to tell you something right now. The biggest thing that's keeping you down is your mindset, is what you're telling yourself. This is where we need to do that introspective study of ourselves. This is where we need to forgive ourselves. You don't have to be hard on yourself, because why would you look at the inner critic and then be critical of the inner critic? Like, that is counterproductive. No, we're forgiving ourselves. It's okay. It's okay, pile number 4, that you've been here. It's okay that you've been judging yourself and you've been judging everything around you, and it feels heavy and negative and you can't. It's okay. Forgive yourself for feeling that way. Forgive yourself. Allow yourself that freedom by forgiving yourself. That's okay. But now we want to take a new step forward. We want to try, because you're watching this video for a reason. Don't give up yet. There's so much more for you. And just on a side note, pile number 3, you're being guided to be honest with yourself, because I feel like you haven't been honest with yourself and these inner judgments that you're carrying. You need to sit there and be honest with yourself. If you can't speak your truth out loud to anybody else, you don't have to, but you do need to speak your truth to yourself. Stop gaslighting yourself. Stop pretending that things aren't getting to you when they are. Start that truth with yourself and start that trust with yourself in order to begin to heal. And also, what in your life can you let go of right now that isn't in alignment with what you want? What right now can you try and let go of that's been holding you back and that's continued to make you feel this way? What can you let go of that's not doing you any good? And how can you take steps to initiate that freedom? Because you can do it. You've got to do it. Otherwise, you'll just remain stuck in these same cycles. Is it a job? Is it certain friend groups? Is it an unhealthy habit of diet, or just an unhealthy habit of addiction or something? What is it? You know what it is. I don't know what it is. But can you let go of it? Because you know that it's not in alignment with who you truly are. It's just not, it's either numbing you and keeping you in this place, or it's making you feel like you can't get out of this place. First, mindset, meditation, breathing, connecting your mind to your body. Second, calling upon a higher spirit, God, or something to keep you faith. You can't do it alone. And you're not doing it alone. You are guided. You've got angels all around you. You've got angels all around you. Like, these images are showing that you have angels guiding you all around you. You have a spirit team. And then thirdly, letting go of something that is not in your highest alignment, something that is keeping you limited. Okay, so we're going to grab some extra advice and what you need to hear right now from the goddesses channeled through the universal God and divine. So what other messages and advice does group number 4 need to hear right now? Undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Underneath all of this darkness and chaos and anger and frustration and not being able to speak your truth, underneath all of that, there is an undenying love. Love is the truth of all, and that is fundamentally what we are. We're not born into this world with all of this shit. We're born through the eyes of God. We're born through love. And underneath all of it, that is what you are. And I know that you can get there again. And know that none of it was a waste. Whatever you've gone through, none of it was a waste. It gets transmuted. Energy doesn't... Sharing love is an energy. Energy, basic science, cannot be created nor destroyed. It's still there. Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot of cards, but we're just going to go with them. So we have leap of faith. Take a leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desires into actions. Take some faith in having faith. Take that faith to reach out to something higher than you, higher than all of us. Allow it to guide you towards the light, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Now, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. You are held. You are supplied for. It may not feel like that right now, but I promise you, pile number 4, you are supplied for. Everything that you're going to need to move forward, you already have. You just need to be aware of it. You just need to see that. It's in you. It's not on you. It's in you. It's inside of you. But can you tap into that place? Can you meditate? Can you reach out and have that faith? Can you be truthful to yourself and know that you are infinitely supplied for? And then we have golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. There are new opportunities coming into your life. So Spirit's saying if there's something new that's come into your life, take that opportunity. Take it. Don't be afraid. Don't just stay in your little bubble because you think, oh, I don't know. Take it. This could lead you somewhere magnificent. This can be the step for you to flourish. Also, allowing yourself to be rebirthed, basically. And then we have easy does it. Oh, easy does it. That's so nice. That is such a nice message for you, pile number 4. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. There's no need to judge yourself and rush yourself out of this feeling that you're in. All of this advice coming through is not me being harsh and telling you to get off your ass. No way. No way. I know how hard it is. And this card is a reminder. Spirit is reminding you, easy does it. Be easy on yourself. Give yourself grace and compassion. You don't have to leap out of bed. You don't have to do that. You can take your time, as much time as you need, because I know that it's tough, but we do need to take some small step in moving forward, because we do need to build that momentum, but we don't have to do the most right away. That's okay. That's okay. Just easy does it. There's no need to hurry. You will get out of this place, and everything is occurring in perfect timing, and you will reach that sense of spiritual connection that you are seeking. Just keep going, keep having faith, and say yes to opportunities. Along the process of this, there are going to be opportunities coming in, and Spirit says to take them. So I'm going to get some extra messages, extra advice from Spirit right now, what they want to tell you. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Stop holding on so heavily to things that aren't serving you. So again, there's that message of stop holding on to things, and we've known that, so that's fine. Letting go of things that don't serve you. So we spoke of that with the truth and integrity. Lasting advice do we want to give to pile number 4 before we close up this reading? We've got the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, what does she say? Maybe going outside in the garden. Maybe speaking to God outside. We also had the Eight of Cups in reverse. So yeah, you feel like you're going downhill. That's okay. You're not going downhill. You're definitely not going downhill. So yeah, so maybe going outside and speaking to a higher power outside is a good way for you to feel connected and grounded. So I know a really beautiful thing to do when we're feeling in this low state is it's something to do with our root chakra, so we're not feeling rooted in safety in ourselves, and going outside and grounding yourself can really help with that process. So maybe just even if you go outside for 5 minutes and stand on the grass or go for a walk. I remember when I was in this really low place, the only thing that I could manage to do or started to manage to do was go for walks. I couldn't do anything else. And for me, starting to go outside and going for walks every day helped build that momentum for me, and it kept me grounded. And I really feel like there is a suggestion for you to do that, pile number 4. This is also random and may not resonate with everyone, but the Four of Pentacles in reverse is also saying that maybe you might need to look at your spending habits. Where are you investing your money? Are you investing it in yourself in a way that's going to help you align to the places where you need to go in your truth and integrity, and for your true freedom? Or are you just spending it momentarily as momentary happiness, which actually doesn't last long because you're deep within it all, you're not actually happy because you're just spending your money momentary happiness, and you're not actually investing it towards a safe sanctuary like a home. So maybe that's why you're not feeling safe or grounded. that could also be something. If that doesn't resonate with you, just leave it. But maybe it is a good idea to look at your finances, because that message also did come through. And also with the Eight of Cups, we're also getting maybe you're caught between walking away from a disappointing situation or trying one last time to make things better. But can the circumstances really improve, or is it a lost cause? So, like, as I said, I think this whole thing is about like forgiving somebody and studying the situation for what it truly is and what you're truly going through, and freedom. Like, what do you need to let go of? So is this a situation where you need to let go of somebody? They're not good for you, or something, or a bad habit. You're feeling stuck, and this also does keep you in this stuck energy of feeling low. So I know it's hard, but what really look within yourself. If you're feeling stuck between letting something go or not, I think like you need to let it go. Because if you're stuck on it for so long and nothing's changing, well, that's your answer. Yeah, and also the Page of Pentacles is a confirmation with this card here that new opportunities are coming to you. So I feel like this could be financially as well. If you're feeling like financial situations is what's holding you back, well, that might be so, but also, as we spoke of, it's a lot of mindset, to be honest. However, because this card came through and said, look at your finances, that's a good step, because I feel like when you do that and get a hold of that, you're creating a new vibrational energy with money, and saying to yourself, I'm worth more than just momentary happiness. I am worth investing in myself. I am worth paying for things that help me in longevity, not just momentary happiness. So, what can you invest your money in now that's going to root you in safety, that's going to give you peace of mind, and not just for the short term, but for the long term. And then when you align yourself with that, or start to, these opportunities are going to come your way, and you do have a chance to blossom financially. And yeah, but there is a call to also connect with spirit along the way, and continue to be grateful, and continue to ask them to guide you and allow you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I've got this a little book's journey here, and we're just going to flip through this and get one last final message for you, pile number 4. Oops. Okay, so this is the message that I got for you, pile number 4. It says, until you spread your wings, you'll never know how far you can fly. And I just feel like that's so beautiful. Like, this is the perfect message for you, pile number 4. Until you spread your wings, you'll never know how far you can fly. Until you take all of this that we've just spoken of into consideration to make these changes that will spread your wings, you're never going to know. There's so much more than just this. And it's okay. I know it's hard, but this is the beginning of something. It's not the end. It's the beginning of new destinations. It's the beginning of new freedoms. So that is the message that I have for you, pile number 4. I really, truly send you all my love and blessings, and I really hope that you've taken on some advice in order to get that momentum going. I really believe in you. You've got this. You're beautiful. You're doing amazing. Remember to forgive yourself. It's okay. And have compassion. Easy does it. All right. Thank you so much for watching pile number 4, and I hope to see you again in my next one. But for now, take care and focus on you and what's best for you. Okay. Love you. Bye.